Great. And so I'd be kind of curious to hear a little bit more, talking about how you're looking at in terms of the virtualization and what's happening then with creating particular slices. Is there any inherent conflict that's between the dynamic use of all these network-wide resources under the NFV compared to the actual need to really create that either cost of service or quality of service SLA that we're looking for with a slice? Are you going to virtualize within the slice across everything? I mean, I know you talked some about that, but how do you think about those dynamics between, as you said, the sort of sharing everything and yet creating something that's a particular parameters for a slice?
That's certainly always the goal. From a system engineer's point of view, from a technologist like myself, that's certainly the goal. However, what really happened here is that different industry, the location of the equipment tend to actually, whenever, in fact, in particular, when you get to the edge of the network, the location for equipment are not necessarily the same. For example, the automation, factory automation, and then the end node actually is in the factory, and then you look at automotive, the roadside units actually is along the highway, for example. So some of them is always our goal, engineering goal, to really make the resource efficiency, utilization efficiency as high as possible, but we are bound by certain physical limitations in terms of where the equipment are.
Okay. And then another question that in terms of doing more of a global slice, I mean, how do we look at this between operators? A lot of operators are within one market, might be in multiple markets. They have a lot of customers who are global and really need to see something global. How are you looking at that in terms of sort of federated network slicing? I know there were some examples at Mobile World Congress this past year in February in Barcelona. Where are you seeing the opportunities and the challenges around creating the opportunity for global slicing?
So we have a good starting point, which is we are defining and looking into the slice/service type, and defining a slice with that, and also the service differentiator. And the service differentiator typically means that for example, a slice for Toyota versus a slice for let's say BMW, and even the quality of service are probably similar, but they are actually different. They are actually different slice. So for the global roaming, global interoperability, we basically need to go one step beyond this, which is the quality of service parameters need to go one level down in terms of definition, in terms of how to set those parameters, so that when you actually have a device as a go across different geo location, and then they still actually have the same experience and the interoperability. So there's more work to be done.